Tonight, a voice shocker.
Are you going to do it forever?
Forever's a long time.
Adam's out, Gwen's in.
I mean, it's what?
What happened as blindsided Blake speaks out today?
Then, Whitney's family at war over her hologram tour.
I think it's stupid.
Why cousin Dionne Warwick is slamming plans and belittling Beyonce.
Oh, my.
Plus, as Aladdin's Will Smith stops traffic, wife Jada drops a stunning new relationship confession.
We in trouble, because that Jada, baby, she ain't cute.
Plus, a wedding surprise. Who's the primetime star bride? Why Harry and Meghan's mom just ditched the Duchess, and
I know that there were some people that were stunned with the new look.
Judge Judy, new do, same attitude.
No. Well, that's what was supposed to happen.
This is Entertainment Tonight.
Adam Levine quits The Voice. This is a shock,
Yes.
right? I mean, even Blake and Kelly admit they were blindsided by the news.
Look, let's be honest. No one saw this coming. In fact, exactly 2 weeks ago today, NBC announced they were all coming back.
But today we found out why Adam wanted out.
After 16 seasons, Adam Levine, our beloved coach and friend, has decided to leave The Voice.
a source tells ET that Adam was, quote, burned out by The Voice and felt he had, quote, outgrown the show. Another source says it was a mutual agreement and there are no hard feelings. This morning, Adam tweeted, quote, for me, it was time to move on.
Are you going to do it forever?
I mean, forever's a long time.
Last year, I asked Adam about his future on The Voice.
As long as it feels right, it's fun, it's rewarding for us. They pay me really well. There really is just no downside. They shoot it in LA. It's just like, come on, the best job.
The shocking announcement stunned Adam's fellow coaches. Both Kelly Clarkson and Blake Shelton said they just learned about Adam's exit yesterday. Kelly tweeted, quote, it will be weird showing up for work and he's not there. And Adam's pal Blake wrote he was still trying to wrap his head around the news and joked, quote, gonna miss working with that idiot. Adding to the intrigue, just 2 weeks ago, Adam retweeted this post from The Voice announcing his return. Our Sophie Shalacy, who has covered 7 seasons of The Voice, says Adam's attitude seemed to change over the years.
The last couple times I've seen Adam at The Voice, he hasn't really been his usual upbeat self. Something's been a little off. And one thing I know that really bothered him this season was the introduction of the cross battles. If you recall, it essentially obliterated his whole team. Would you like to see it come back?
I did not like it. I hated it. I hope they change it immediately.
Yeah.
Because I think it sucks.
However, even with this sudden departure, our source says that they would not be surprised if Adam did pop up at some point on The Voice this upcoming season. So it doesn't seem like there's any bad blood.
So with Adam suddenly gone, who is stepping in? Gwen Stefani is back for season 17, which kicks off in September. She, of course, joins her boyfriend of 3.5 years, Blake Shelton. A source tells us their relationship is going, quote, better than ever. Gwen was practically begging to come back to the show when she talked to Kelty last year.
Everyone wants to know, will you be going back to The Voice?
I hope every day. Let's fingers NBC. Come on, here I am. Like, look, like, pick me. It would be fun. I love that show so much.
Oh, she'll be great, but still so shocked by Adam. He actually told me that The Voice was such a great thing for him and Maroon 5. All right, and we're certainly going to miss watching Adam and Blake go at it. So we are taking a loving look back at their best bromance moments. Adam and Blake, the way they were. That is on the way.
All right, just imagine this. Whitney Houston on stage again. Well, kinda. A potential tour is in the works that would feature a hologram version of the singer, but one famous family member is blasting the idea. Whitney's cousin, Dionne Warwick.
I don't know what it is. I think it's stupid. But whatever it is, that's what it is.
Expressing her disapproval of a virtual Whitney, Ms. Warwick also had something to say about what it takes to be an icon. And in her opinion, Beyonce is no icon.
It was wonderful to see how she's been able to create what and who she wanted to be and who she is.
I'm a grown woman.
Very proud of that. Now, sustaining and becoming the icon, I doubt. I really do.
The 78-year-old, whose own career spans nearly 7 decades, made headlines with her comments to Essence this week. And as expected, the Beehive wasn't happy. But only we were with Dion as she tried to explain to her it's about paying your dues.
Who I consider icons in the industry. They've worked very hard. We're talking about 50, 60, 70, 80 years. People who have really earned that status.
The diva was in Maryland at the Second Chance event aimed at substance abuse prevention.
I know it's something that I would definitely advocate and would love to get more people involved.
But will Queen Bee ever hit icon status in Dion's eyes?
It's not given to you, you earn it.
Listen, Dion is an icon, but in no way in the world should we diminish the groundbreaking and game-changing success of Beyonce. All right, let's relax. Meanwhile, it's a big weekend for the Smith family. Will has Aladdin, which is out today, and Jada is serving up piping hot tea once again at her red table.
I've committed some acts and have done some very unloving things to people that I love.
Yep.
Because of my fear and my ego. Because once my ego kicks in, we in trouble. Because that Jada, baby, she ain't cute.
E.T. got the exclusive first look at Monday's Red Table Talk episode. The topic is all about love and relationships.
I think that I've gone into a lot of my relationships feeling deeply entitled.
Really?
Oh, God, yes. That's the tricky, insidious part to the ego.
The Facebook Watch series has never shied away from getting personal. Will told Kimmel that's one of the reasons he refuses to watch.
Watch this?
No, I don't watch anymore.
Don't watch it. Because they're discussing very intimate
business. They're telling all our business.
They are.
Yeah, about a cornucopia of topics.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know, and
even a pornucopia of topics.
A pornucopia, yes.
People might say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Porn addiction, I think, was the topic.
I'm down for the artistic,
Oh, Jesus.
Who is it most upsetting to hear talk about that? Your daughter, your wife, or your mother-in-law?
Meanwhile, Will's focus is on Aladdin. His film is expected to be #1 at the box office this Memorial Day weekend. The cast attempted to recreate the Disney magic last night on James Corden's Crosswalk the Musical. The bit was actually shot on Monday just outside Corden's studio. At one point, James felt a little one-upped by the Fresh Prince.
Just everyone's saying, oh, Will's great. I'm just, come on, man. Listen, you comparing yourself to me? I'm a multiple Academy Award nominee, man. Like, I don't know how that makes me feel better. No, I'm just...
By the way, we saw another cast hamming it up with Corden. The X-Men crew from Dark Phoenix, they were spotted atop a double-decker bus on a special Corden-led tour of London. James is everywhere.
And look at that right there. He actually put name tags on all those huge stars. I mean, you gotta love James, right?
Love him.
All right,
love him.
Kris Jenner actually might need name tags for her grandkids because she's got 10 now with Kim and Kanye's newborn son, Saul.
The inspiration was the book of Psalms in the Bible, so I think it's just a wonderful way to celebrate, how they feel. And he's such a blessing, so it's perfect.
She's a proud grandmama, but keeping up with her Kardashian brood is admittedly hard sometimes, especially when the family goes through a crisis.
Well, it's always difficult when somebody goes through a rough time, and I think one of the things that has made the success of the show is that we show those vulnerabilities.
Her legs were in between his legs.
Well, it's been months since the Jordan Woods-Tristan Thompson cheating scandal happened that rocked Khloe's world. It's now front and center in just-released promos for the family's reality show.
You're happy, right?
I don't even know if I should tell you this.
You do see how it actually unfolded and what happened because everybody thinks they know the whole story, and they don't.
We caught up with Kris at the Fresh Air Fund's annual spring benefit honoring designer Tommy Hilfiger, where she told us nothing was off limits.
I am broken by so many things.
I think that's the interesting thing is just watching how we all handle these situations and what we all learn from it.
Still ahead.
I'm not happy with this decision.
Before Adam bolted on Blake, there are most romantic ET moments from 16 seasons of The Voice.
Okay, stop now. It's groping. Now it's groping.
Then, an I Do surprise, which 2 stars just tied the knot, plus...
They have to evolve.
Judge Judy breaks down her new hairdo and friendship with Amy Schumer. What changed since the baby?
That doesn't mean you don't follow the rules.
But first, if you don't know who Billie Eilish is, you really gotta know.
Where do we go?
She's so talented, even celebs are obsessed. Justin Bieber is a fan. She's even on text with Ariana Grande. And, Julia Roberts calls Billie, quote, everything.
She's so pretty.
Her teeth are so nice.
I'm the bad guy. Melissa McCarthy loves Billy so much, she did a parody.
We're practically twins.
We caught up with 17-year-old and her co-writer brother Phineas at the ASCAP Pop Music Awards. How's she handling her rise to fame?
I've been having to talk about myself in the third person. It sounds like douchey, but it's my only way of like understanding.
Separating yourself from
I'm
it.
grateful for it.
I'm the bad guy.
I'm so ready to perform and have an audience. It is finally showtime for the Spice Girls in Dublin, Ireland, and that is where their reunion tour kicks off tonight. And of course, Posh Spice, Victoria Beckham, is not with them, but today she wished the girls good luck with the hashtag friendship never ends. Of course, it's a wonderful lyric and great that they're all still friends.
It sure is, friend.
Yeah.
Well, since we are talking about women that we love, here's a couple more. Judge Judy and Amy Schumer. Remember, Amy once sat in on the judge's show. That's how much she loves Judy. And you know what? The feeling is mutual.
Amy Schumer just had her first baby, so I sent her a text on Mother's Day wishing her happy first Mother's Day. And she sent me back a beautiful picture of her with her son just lying on her chest. She never thought that she could have that kind of love for another little human. She's smitten.
Mom Talk is a sure way to see Judge Judy's softer side. We were with Judy and her daughter Nicole as they supported graduates in their mentorship program, Her Honor.
We've served 550 young women in 12 years.
All have had a front row seat to Judy's wisdom.
Don't let anybody define you. You define yourself. That means a mate, a parent. Don't let any boss define you. Defining who you are is yours because it's your journey.
Her other piece of advice? Don't be afraid to shake things up. It's one reason she's got a new look at age 76.
They have to evolve. I know that there were some people that were stunned with the new look. Well, that's what was supposed to happen. You were supposed to be stunned. It's easier for me. I can get dressed in the morning in a half hour, put on a hat, and I look as if I'm ready to go to the castle.
I have trust issues.
Your hands are soft. Have you ever done a day's work in your life? Take off the blindfold. Just peek. What? Look how sexy.
Sadly, we won't see moments like that for the foreseeable future. Adam Levine and Blake Shelton, their love-hate relationship has blossomed since season 1. That was 8 years ago, so we want to pay our respects to their unlikely friendship. Here's Adam and Blake, the way they were.
That's like looking in the mirror, right, Adam?
What is that on your head?
Exactly.
I like Adam Levine. I'm not saying a word.
I don't.
You're such a nerd. You look like you're wearing a pair of jeans that buttons up at your neck. I reached out to Blake a couple months ago. Said, hey man, I want to do a song. It's about time. And he didn't even write it back.
Will there be a Miranda duet again?
Did you hear what I just said?
Did you hear what I just said? My rivalry with Adam is still going.
Don't raise your hand. You're not in 4th grade. Everyone always asks if it's real, if the things we say are premeditated or scripted, or if we have the strategy. We really don't.
Yes, The Voice is known for Adam and Blake's bromance, but looking back at season 1, it seems the producers actually tried to create a spark between Adam and Christina Aguilera.
Christina Aguilera is one of the best singers on earth. But I can assure you that she is not one of the best coaches. Anyway.
Blake was actually a big softie, and he had zero competitive edge.
As soon as the show was over, I came up and I hugged Adam and I said, you know what, buddy, the right person won.
Don't you wish that since he's dressed like a mime, he would actually sound like a mime?
By season 3, these guys were besties. What Adam told Blake today, you're my brother for life.
Okay, stop now. It's groping. Now it's groping. I love Blake Shelton a lot.
Yeah.
He's a wonderful human being, and I can't say enough nice things about him. That was being nice. Really, if I was being honest, douchebag. It's more what I would be thinking.
Oops.
Do you think this is forever?
I think money talks. When Adam wants to build a new house, he'll be back on The Voice.
Thank you.
All right, now to a pair we know will be together forever. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. New dad Harry enjoying some me time, embarking on a little business and pleasure over in Italy.
Harry
Harry looked happy and upbeat and not at all like he's been missing sleep since Archie's birth. He made a solo appearance today in Rome at a charity polo event. His friend, polo star Nacho Figueres, says becoming a dad has made a huge impact on Harry.
Being a father always changes you. He seems to be very, very happy. I think this is a very exciting part of his life. He's loving it.
While Harry was in Italy, Meghan stayed home with their newborn. Seems the Duchess is doing most of the work herself. Her mom, Doria Ragland, returned home to Los Angeles after nearly 5 weeks in the UK helping out.
This is a whole other level.
And this Memorial Day weekend, you can check out a TV movie version of Meghan and her mom in Lifetime's Harry and Meghan Becoming Royal. In this new scene, we see the imagined moment when Harry found out he was a dad-to-be.
There have been a couple different baby bumps that we've been wearing, which has been really fun and interesting and just bizarre because I'll forget sometimes that I have it on, and then you're like walking out of the trailer to go and get a coffee or something, and someone that's not a part of the film sees me, and I'm like, oh, they like think I'm pregnant.
I know what I'm doing this weekend, and we've got more happy wedding news. My girl, congratulations to Dancer with the Stars pro dancer Cheryl Burke and actor Matthew Lawrence. They tied the knot yesterday in San Diego. Her gorgeous gown, Ramona Cabeza, and you can check out it all in next week's issue of People for the full wedding album.
Oh, well, Happily Ever After isn't exactly what you're going to get in Renee Zellweger's Netflix drama, What If? It's actually her first leading TV role and one you've never seen Renee do before.
I definitely got Indecent Proposal vibes, and I don't know if that's something you said. Let us kind of glam on to that and flip it on its head.
That was definitely one of the references, being inspired by those sort of morality tale films.
Are there still limitations to what you'd be willing to sacrifice? In this case, a night alone with her husband.
In her new sexy binge-worthy series, What If, Renee transforms into one stylish, devious villain.
I was really in the mood for that. She's kind of diabolical.
Meantime, Renee's next role, her biggest to date, is quite the opposite.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
She could earn another Oscar for her portrayal of Judy Garland in the film Judy.
It was a great life blessing.
I was interviewing Rami Malek about Freddie Mercury, and I asked if he had gotten him out of his system yet, and he said absolutely not.
Yeah.
And I never want to.
Yeah.
Did you feel that same way about?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm in love. I'm gonna stay there.
Have you all seen this Judy Garland trailer yet?
I saw it, and it looks spectacular.
I'm calling it now. Nominations abound for Renee Zellweger.
Saturday on ET, your guide to the must-see movies of the summer.
Who has been?
Brad, Leo, set secrets from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Plus, more big screen hunks setting the box office on fire. Monday on ET.
Jay Leno rolling out in a Jaguar.
Well, it's not every day you see a Jag on The Price is Right, but that is what happens when car enthusiastic Jay Leno joins Drew Carey for Dream Car Week. Car enthusiast, that would
Yes, but up for grabs, 11 cars worth more than $300,000. Come on down.
Excited about this car?
These are cars people generally can't afford anyway. Even if they could, they wouldn't buy it because it's such a big expense, and here we are giving them away. It's a really great deal.
Entertainment tonight, come on down!
My first car is a 34 Ford pickup truck, which I bought for $350. And I practiced going up and down the driveway.
This was back in 1934, everybody.
Hey! I'm still making 2 payments left. Hey, but I want to tell you.
Dream Car Week begins Monday. Make sure you check it out.
Bye.